Hello and welcome to Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Vault City Brewing, fantastic brewery based in Edinburgh. They've got their tap room up there. I think they had a little tap room. I think they've got a mega tap room now, if memory serves me correctly. And this is their Gingerbread Latte. It comes in a 330ml can, which I think is sensible to keep the price down. Because obviously this is 11%, so above 8.5% the government kicks the arse of anybody who does anything above 8.5, which is why a lot of beers that were 8.5 have now dropped to 8.4. It probably is the same beer and no change, but it's all to appease the bloody government and wanting to get you off beers, you know, and make people pay more for them. So last time I saw these guys at Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival in 2021, me and Mr. Kent Beer Reviews. It was a good day, you know, walking around a beer festival with an actual beer reviewer. Yeah, he'd been doing the beer reviews, you know, probably 5 years or more by that time. And I was a relative whippersnapper with 3 years. Although mostly undercover for 3 years, no one really knew of me. You know, them videos really, you know, if any you've got to search and you'll find them. The old days of Raggy's Beer Reviews, and yeah, it's still good days though. You know, I loved Nottingham. It was great, that beer festival. We spent 2 days down there, me and Craig. Went down for Friday evening, then got a full day ticket. God knows what the wife was thinking. Though, she thought, huh? But yeah, Navigation Brewery sorted us out 2 full day tickets. That was really kind. Do you know that no brewery since then has ever done it like that at any beer festival? So that was ultra kind. Yeah, it was kind, you know, and yeah. But yeah, there's a raspberry and white chocolate stout, Impy Stout from Vault City that year. It was amazing. And the last time I seen Vault City was at this Derby BeerCon 2023. There we go. I didn't go to last year's. It was a bit late, and I literally, ever since 2023, it's, you know, it's quite the year. I went to that after my accident at Nottingham, after Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, where I ended up in A&E at the Queen's Medical Centre with a bleed on the brain, sprained wrist, bruises every fucking where, all because of falling over, or sideswiped and knocked out. 30 minutes I was on the floor and not moving. I only know this because of Google. And then I'm walking backwards and forwards through Basford. I vaguely remember being in a shop doorway and people around me, and you know, the concern on their faces, and you know, I'll never know, because one, I was half pissed, you know, well, 3/4 pissed, but I've walked home fucking pissed out of my face, and that's not happened. So it's a strange one. Has it changed me? Yeah, forever. Yeah. Obviously you're older, you know, but I still watch people like I always watch people. But, you know, limitations. Your life is one life that we know of, and since then I've been more reserved in my going out, you know, chaperones and shit. And I mean, now we've got a live 360, so the wife knows where I am, wherever. But it's not a bad thing, you know. I don't do anything wrong, you know, apart from maybe drinking too much. So stalking's not really an issue because it's not that sort of thing. But anyway, let's get to the beer. Do apologise. Slight tangent there, a raggy tangent, you know. So, oh, I've just done a review before this and I've walloped. Although it was a French brandy review, so yeah, one does. Oh. Got splattered by the can. So here we go. Curiously, another honey. That's a gingerbread beer, isn't it? Of course it is. So I'm going to try and raise a head on this. No head. Look at that. A tinge of a tan head, which has dissipated rather quickly. So let me just make sure I've got every drop in, because £5.80. £5.80 for this. Now, I've seen what Vault City beers go for, and £5.80 at Waitrose is actually a pretty decent price, to be fair. I think. So let me just get that before I. Oh, that was nothing to do with me. That's good. So let's review the beer. So it's a gingerbread latte. I have no interest in lattes, you know, but I certainly have an interest in gingerbread, and I certainly have an interest in an Imperial Stout. Look at that! Whoa. And the guys that were at Derby Beer Con that year, there was a lady and a bloke, and they were lovely. I was doing beer reviews at the Bang the Elephant, because Bang the Elephant was next to Vault City. So I was doing beer reviews at the Bang the Elephant. You know, me, I do beer reviews when I'm out and about, or I did at least. And yeah, it was good, you know. After what happened literally a few months before, I dare not get drunk. The wife was panicking, you know, as you would do, you know, after ending up in A&E. And I'm still not sure whether somebody twatted me or whether I fell over. I fell over again a couple of times. That I do know because I fucking felt it. But the first time, the initial time, I can't remember. Two of the times that I fell over, that particular night, I do remember. Oh. So gingerbread gives you the Halloween, but also the Christmas vibes. So yeah, quite the beer. I assume this is new at Waitrose. One amazing brewery. You know, their work, and let's be truthful, their work with fruit sours makes them, for me, other breweries do sour beers. Yep, they do. Vault City have done the full range of sour beers across so many fruits. They remind me of Copperberg and what they do, the same with ciders across so many fruits. But Vault City, you know, their range of beers is absolutely outstanding. We've got a place near me in Ilkeston, Crafty One Bar and Bottle Shop, and they are massive stockists of Vault City, and their range they've got there is absolutely unbelievable. Which says something about Vault City. Whoever's in charge of Vault City obviously has love for trying fruits and sours and you know, them sort of beers. And you know, I have nothing but admiration for that. I love a fruity beer. You just don't get them. You know, the Belgian brewers do it, but English brewers, none, not one. Some of them have a go at sours. We're lucky that we've got Neon Raptor near us in Nottingham, who do quite a few different sours. But again, nobody Nobody does anything near the same as Vault City. So for that, we all should tip our glass. Because if you like a fruit, Vault City are looking after you. It gives me both like the Halloween, not that I'm a Halloween fan to be honest, although I have been to Alton Towers at Halloween, and I have been at Portaventura in Spain, just outside of Barcelona, in Halloween. Don't think we was at Disney in Orlando in Halloween. We might have been, or just before. Halloween decorations were up, but it wasn't actually the Halloween shows, which we try to avoid anyway, because we had young kids. And I'm not bothered about some twat walking up to me trying to scare me. It's like, fuck off. And to be honest, it's like they come up to your face and they're like this. I mean, you look and you think, well, I'm not going to do it. Not on camera. Oh, 11%. Certainly hitting home. Today's Thursday, September the whatever it is, 26, I think. And yeah, it's a good Thursday beer. Puts me in the mood for a weekend. Hopefully a long weekend of enjoying not only beer, but good banter and chat with friends. Absolutely important. You know, in your life, friendship is absolutely king. And being a friend is king. Oh. 11%, £5.80. So, yeah, not the cheapest of beers, obviously. You know, £5.80 is a wallop, but it's in supermarkets. Waitrose, I like what Waitrose, their range review this year. I did not get the bloody Colonel beers, neither of them that I was after. I was after both the Colonel beers, did not get them. The ones at Newark, I'm not sure if it's just a London thing. Kind of gutted. But a good range of beers. I didn't get any for on offer or anything, so I paid full price. You know, it is what it is for that. The raw beers up for £7.50 and all that. But yeah. Oh, Jesus, bloody hell! I feel walloped. Oof. Gingerbread, you know, it's I'm proper getting the Christmas vibes. Problem is, I drink something like this and then all of a sudden I want to watch Polar Express, and which is one of my absolute favourite Christmas films. And it's funny because usually from October, and it's a Raggy tradition for me and Mrs. Raggy, we will start watching Christmassy films. And we did actually watch one last night, although I was half falling asleep anyway, so yeah. But yeah, we do start watching Christmas films, and yeah, puts you in the mood. You know, the mood for time off work, which is always great. You know, after a long year, you need time off, you know. But oh, Christmas. whether you love Christmas or you hate Christmas, you know, for me, and I'm certainly not religious, but it's a lovely time. It's time off, chilling, doing bugger all. You see the family, and you know, you've got to make the most of it while you can. One of these days I'll do a video and just talk about life instead of just doing beer reviews, but you know, whether people want to watch it or not, there's another thing. Oh, so I'm feeling absolutely slaughtered. And 11% beer will help with that. Always the pitfall of doing beer reviews, you know. If you do multiple beer reviews, something's going to wallop the shit out of you. So, Vault City Brewing, their Gingerbread Latte Imperial Stout. There we go. 11%, yes. Would I drink it again? Yeah, absolutely. A good Impy Stout. Out of 5, a good 4.6 out of 5. Yeah, a very, very decent Impy Stout. And that's my review, and quite the long chat as well. Thank you for watching. See you soon.